What's up YouTube, this is Jazz on Jazzy the Tech Freak TV. Welcome back to another video. It's been quite some time. Today's review is on the Galaxy S10e. I know, yes YouTube folks, it's been 8 weeks. I've been using this phone, sorry, not 8 weeks, 4 months. I think since August the 15th I've been using this phone. I just want to go ahead and apologize for the long wait, but I thought normally I would do it in between review, first week, a couple of days after usage. But something happened to my handset, YouTube. You know, folks out there, it actually broke, to be honest with you, and I'm gutted. I sent it off to Samsung, but obviously it's unrepairable apparently. So I do apologize. I was trying to get hold of another one, but I did not want to spend that actual money, even though the price has dropped. I was gonna sell it eventually anyway, so I do apologize, but bear with me. I'm just using obviously some digital pictures and digital format in order to talk about the phone. I wish I did have it actually in front of me so I can show you, the actual handset, and go through the features and the settings and what other stuff you get on the phone. So I do apologize. Right, this is courtesy of, obviously I'm using some information from the website GSM Arena. Yes, GSM Arena, who are quite good at reviewing phones, and any information you need, you can head to their website, which is www.gsmarena.com. right, let's go ahead. Right, so the Galaxy S10e, about roughly August the 15th, so we're in August, September, October, November, December, about 5 months. I gotta say, for a budget phone, this phone is absolutely phenomenal. Just briefly, let's go over the specs, quick specs run over. If you can see here, this is the yellow one. I had the prism white version, which is, absolutely beautiful. The Galaxy S10e was released in 2019 March, which was this year. The weight on that is 150 grams. The thickness is 7.9 millimeters thickness. Comes with, right out the box, Android 9.0 up to Android 10.0 with Samsung's One UI 2, which is available now, I believe, in beta, or maybe you've got the full version now. So it comes in two storage sizes, 128 gigs and 256 gig with a micro SD slot. Yes, YouTubers, with a micro SD slot, which is becoming very, very rare now. Of course, you've got your headphone jack on this phone as well. So YouTubers, you know what? If you're thinking about buying a budget phone, believe me, this is the phone to get. I even recommend this over the iPhone XR and the iPhone 11, but that's debatable. It's your personal choice. The iPhone 11 is a wonderful phone as well, so if you're within a budget, you know what, but considering you can probably pick this up cheap now. You've got a 5.8-inch screen, 1080 by 2280 pixels density, 16 megapixel camera, 2160p. You've got 2 gigabyte RAM versions, the 6 gig and 8 gig. I've actually had the 6 gig RAM, and it comes with the in-house Samsung Exynos 9820 processor. Now, this is what disappoints me, YouTube, about this phone. Samsung is great, but you know what, it just comes with an average battery. As you can see, it's a 3100 mAh Li-Ion battery, which is a bit disappointing. Your technology, your network, it comes with a GSM, CDMA, HSPA, EVDO and LTE. It was originally announced 2019 February, available release date, as I said, March 2019. Your dimensions are 142.2 times 69.9 times 7.9 millimeters. That's 560 times 275 times 0.31 inches. The weight on that is 150 grams, which is 529 ounces. The build quality, front and back glass, Gorilla Glass 5, comes with an aluminium frame. Single SIM, nano SIM or hybrid dual SIM. Nano SIM dual standby Okay, I've got the dual SIM version, but I'm actually just using one SIM card in there, and I'm using the other slot for the memory card. You know, as all you know, YouTubers, Samsung also comes with Samsung Pay, which is, you know what, phenomenal. But at the minute in the UK, it's very limited as far as I'm concerned. I use Apple Pay. So Samsung Pay, you can use Visa, MasterCard certified. The phone is IP68 dust water resistant up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes. The screen, oh my gosh, you know what, considering it's a 1080p screen, it comes with a dynamic AMOLED, capacitive touch screen, 16 million colors, 5.8 inches, as I said, 82.8 centimeters, 83.3% screen to body ratio, because you know what, the bezels on this are very minimal. I don't know if you can actually see that. You might have to zoom in, YouTube, but I do apologize, so just be with me on that side. You know, I just wish I had the handset in front of me, but hey, it is what it is, and things happen. Gorilla Glass, Corning Gorilla Glass 5, and it comes with a HDR10 Plus certified, always and always on display, which, you know what, you cannot go without, believe me or not. The platform it uses, OS operating systems, Android 9.0 Pie, upgradable to Android 10.0, One UI 2. Chipset is Exynos 9820 on a 8 nanometer chipset, EMEA LATAM. Qualcomm SM8150, Snapdragon 855, 7 nanometer chip, US and China. In the UK, obviously it's going to be the same. Octa-core 2x2 73 gigahertz, Mongoose M4 x 2x2 31 gigahertz, Cortex A75 and 4x1 1.95 gigahertz, Octa-core 1x2 84 gigahertz, Cairo 485 and 3x2 42 gigahertz, Cairo 485 and 4x 178 gigahertz, Cairo 484. That's in the US and China. Comes with the Mah Li G76 MP12 EMEA LATAM, Adreno 640, and that's the US and China. It comes with a card slot, as I said, into micro SD, and then up to 1 terabyte. Yes, YouTubers, you can put a micro SD card in up to 1 terabyte, but you know what, I don't know who's ever going to do that unless you're photo crazy or movie crazy or video crazy or, you know, music crazy, whatever. Uses shared SIM slot, dual SIM model only. Internal is 128 gig with 6 gigs RAM. That's the model I've got, and it also comes in a 256 gigabyte with 8 gig RAM. Main cameras, you've got a dual 12 megapixel f1.5 2.4 26 millimeter wide, 2.55 inch 1.4 dual pixel PDAF OIS, optical image stabilization, 16 megapixel f2.2 12 millimeter ultra wide, that's your second camera, 1.31 inch 1.0 super steady video. Comes with a feature LED flash, auto HDR and panorama. Video you can film in 2160 frames per second at 2160p at 60 frames per second. No electronic image stabilization, I'm afraid. 2160p at 30 frames per second, 1080p at 30, 60 and 240 frames per second. 720p at 960 frames per second, which is absolutely phenomenal. You know, I just wish that was 1080p at 960 frames per second. Sony was the first ones to bring that out on the Xperia line. Comes with HDR10 Plus, dual video record, stereo sound recorder, gyro, EIS and OIS on your dual video recording camera. Okay, your selfie camera, single features video, 10 megapixel f1.9 26mm wide lens, 1.3 inch 122 dual pixel PDAF, dual video call, auto HDR, 2160 frames per second, 2160 at 30 frames per second, 1080 at 30 frames per second. Yes, it does come with a loudspeaker and with stereo speakers and Dolby Atmos right at the box, and I'll tell you one thing, the sound is phenomenal. Bear with me, my laptop's frozen a bit, YouTube, so I do apologize. Your sound comes with loudspeaker, yes, with stereo speakers, YouTube, this one's absolutely phenomenal. Yes, you get the 3.5mm headphone jack the jazzy way. Yes, I love that because I love listening to my jazzy music. You get a 32-bit 384 kHz audio, active noise cancellation with dedicated mic, Dolby Atmos sound tuned by AKG, and also comes in the box AKG headphones. Well, the Samsung headphones tuned by AKG. Right, your communication, you got your WLAN, Wi-Fi 802.111 BGN ACAX, dual band Wi-Fi direct hotspot, Bluetooth 5.0, A2DP LE aptX. GPS, yes, with a GPS, GLONASS, BDS, Galileo, NFC, yes, radio, FM radio, USA and Canada only. So the UK models do not come with an FM radio, unfortunately. But then again, a lot of people have downloaded music, or they have music on their memory card. So you know what, I don't really miss that. USB, it's a 3.1 Type C 1.0 reversible connector. Features, you got your sensors, fingerprint side mounted, which is on the right hand side when you actually got the phone, just like the Xperia ones. However, I find that's a bit too high. Now, considering at first when I set it up, it was quite actually phenomenal. It was, you know, it was registering fast, but now I'm finding it's hit and miss. So if I would advise you guys out there, whoever you ever do purchase that and set up your fingerprint, your thumb, register your same thumb twice. YouTube, yes, register the same thumb twice and you should have no problems. Fingerprint side mounting, as I said, accelerometer, gyro, proximity compass, biometer and ANT plus. Bixby natural language commands and dictation. I'll be honest with you, the Bixby button, it just annoys me sometimes. You know what, I'll accidentally trigger it, and I'll be honest with you, you know, it can come in handy and I do find good uses for it, but it's just one of these where if it keeps getting in the way and you don't want it, you know, you've got Google, haven't you? So I tend to use that now and again. You never know though, I might start using that on my upcoming review of the Note 10 Plus 5G model. So you know, Bixby is just, at the minute, I think it's just hit and miss as well. I think they can improve on that, and you know, but then again, Samsung's well known for putting doubles of everything, double emails, double gallery, double Play Store app, Samsung Gallery, the App Store, Samsung's App Store. So there is quite a lot of doubles on there. But however, since over the years, since the other UIs, I can't remember the names of those, but to be honest with you, the One UI has improved a lot, and I do enjoy it, especially when you pull down the menus, it comes right down the bottom, so the top half of the menu is at the bottom half. I'll have to actually show you on the Note 10 now, Note 10 Plus, but once again, I do apologize, I haven't got the handset in front of me. Your battery is obviously non-removable, Li-Ion 3100 mAh battery. That's what lets it down in a way, I think, because it's only average. On my testings, I think I got about 4.5 hours, if I was lucky 5 hours on screen time. Charging wise, it comes in the box, fast battery charging, 15-watt charger supplied, which is quite good as well. USB power delivery is 2.0, fast QI PMA wireless charging as well at 15 watts. So if you get any wireless chargers like myself, which I love, I'm not saying I'm not flexible to having a wired cable plugged in, which I can do as well. It's not a problem. Every time I need to have my phone fastly charged, I can just go ahead and do that. But if I don't want to, I'll just drop you on a wireless charging pad. So fast QIM wireless charging 50 watts, power bank reverse wireless charging 9 watts. The colors come in prism white, prism black, prism green, prism blue, canary, yellow, flamingo, pink. The models you get are SMG970F, SMG970U, SMG970W, SMG9700, SMG970U1 series, depending on what region you're in and which country you're in. I think I've actually got the SMG970F series, if I'm right. So your performance, base mark OS2 is 4286, base mark OS2 2.04470, base mark X 44,059. Contrast ratio is infinite. Camera, photo and video. It can do loudspeaker, voice, which is 71 dB, noise 76 dB, and ring 80 dB. That's when your phone rings. Audio quality, noise 92 9 decimal dB, crosstalk 894 dB. Battery life endurance rating, GSM Arena have given this a 83-hour endurance rating, which is not that bad considering, but could be better. Right, I've used this phone for now, as I said, for 2 months, and believe it or not, I actually love the phone. It feels lightweight in your hand. You can't go wrong with the weight. I tend to now and again prefer heavy phones, but you can get away with this because this is, it's not too light, but it's not also heavy in the hand. So anyone with small hands, or anyone who suffers from arthritis or cramps in their hands or whatever, this phone is absolutely ideal for you to have. So I would definitely recommend this phone, YouTube. At the end of the day, you cannot go wrong. I think you can pick it up quite cheap now. I'm not familiar with the prices at the minute. I do apologize, but I will drop some links at the bottom of my video for you YouTubers out there who's interested in buying this phone to have gone, to have a look at. But what can I say? If the headphone jack is important to you, if the IP68 dust and waterproof is important to you, if the Dolby Atmosphere dual stereo speakers are important to you, I highly recommend this phone. You can probably pick this phone up for about probably £480–500 now. I'm roughly looking, and that's in the UK. You can pick it up from Argos. You can pick it up from places like your network provider. You get cheap deals on that as well, considering Christmas is coming up. And I think if you buy that phone, you can collect any Samsung, depending on what model in the UK. I think there's a promotion going on at the minute. You can claim £100 cash back from Samsung direct. There are some T&Cs, obviously. I think you have to have that purchase for 30 days, and then after 30 days, within a time frame, you can claim your free gift, £100 cash back. But yes, YouTube, you know what? The phone is absolutely beautiful. You know what? You got a nice screen, 5.8 inches. You got a dual camera setup. You got a camera at the front as a punch hole. But to be honest with you, when you're consuming media, that does not come in the way. I'll be honest with you. You know what? I really notice it now. It's one of those things, you get used to it. But if it's not for you and you want a full screen, there's other options out there. You got the OnePlus 7 Pro, which is out now, which I'll be doing. My next video will be on the unboxing of that. I just do apologize, really apologize that it's taken me so long, and I haven't actually got the device in front of me anymore. I actually am gutted because a lot of content on there. I even took a lot of screenshots of the battery usage, on screen time, etc. So just bear with me. I'm doing the best I can, with this review. What else can I say? It's a nano dual SIM. The IP68 rating, dust and water resistant, up to 1.5 meters in water for 30 minutes, which is quite phenomenal as well. My only gripe with this phone is literally basically, it's the resale value. Samsung phones are known to drop in value, so that's only one downside. If you're thinking of buying this phone, and then maybe later on, if you're one of these who buy phones and keep them for 6 months and like to keep changing them on a regular basis, I don't think this phone will be for you. You're better off purchasing and investing in an iPhone, because they tend to hold their value better. Con2 cameras, lack of a telephoto lens. While you can say ultra wide is fun to use, it's just something you seem to miss. As S10, S10 Plus, even Note 10 Plus has it. So they've got the extra third camera on that, which is something that Samsung could have done with the s10e. I find the power button as well, the fingerprint scanner, is too high up for my case. I think the Sony Xperia implemented it better in the middle on the Xperia XZ1 Compact. So you know, that's something to watch out for as well. However, you have got the face unlock feature, but that's not really secure as your biometric usage. I suggest you use the fingerprint scanner. Con 3, you know, as I said, the ultra wide camera is not that useful. In Con 3 is, you know, as I said, ultra wide camera, you know what, is not that useful in low light. That's not a con just for this device. That's a con of most ultra wide cameras. It's great in the daylight, but in low light, I can't use it much, to be honest with you. It's just one of the ultra wide camera on this phone, ultra wide than most other phones. You know, that's the cameras you get. So you get an ultra wide and you get ultra wide on there, which is quite good as well. Con 4 updates are very slow for Samsung phones from the software side. Security patches they may push through on a regular basis, but I'm talking about your Android Google updates. So like you know, if the phones come out on your Android 9.0, you know what, it's gonna take quite some time for it to get up to Android 10.0. A lot of the phones out there now, including the Pixel 4 and Pixel 4 XL, are actually on Android 10. So that's another con. So that's something to keep in mind, YouTubers. But you know what, I gotta say, if that's not bothering you, you know what, if you're not one of these who has a lot of information on their personal, private, security to do with finance or whatever, then you know what, the phones are wonderful. Security patch updates are getting faster, but you will not go 5 years using this phone with security updates. So that's a con for using a Samsung device as well. The last con, obviously, I did mention, and I'm going to mention it again, is the battery life. Has the worst battery life than S10, S10 Plus and Note 10, but that doesn't mean it's horrible. It's just not a beast at battery life you want out of a phone in 2019, you know what I mean, YouTube. So still it can get you through a day, but still you will be charging this phone every night or maybe before the night is up. But you can make use of battery modes, power saving modes, but who wants to use them these days? You get a battery, you get a phone, you don't want to be putting it on power saving mode, you know what I mean? The whole idea is just use it the way it is out of the box. And that's the whole point and the whole idea. But the power saving modes are always there if you're on your last drop of juice. So yep, but I can definitely highly recommend this phone. Just one more gripe, there's no more fingerprint heart rate sensor on the back of the Samsung phones, which I absolutely miss. Another thing I could do with on this is the IR blaster, which Samsung used to do back in the day, but they've stopped doing it. Huawei, in fact, continue that feature, and you know what, they're still doing it to this day on the Honor phones, which is a sub brand to Huawei, but that's another conversation for another day. Your portability and size, you know what, it's just beautiful, you know what, and it's got a flat display. Sometimes the curved displays can get in the way and you know you get a bit of glare on the edges, but a flat display you get full use of the screen right in your face, so that's a must. But what can I say, if you're looking at getting the iPhone XR and you don't matter about the you know, the platform you're on, whether you're on iOS or Android, I would highly recommend this phone, because at 150 grams as well and 7.9 millimeters thickness and the lightness of this phone, you know, and it comes in 128 gig, 256 gig with a micro SD slot, you can't go wrong. But the headphone jack has gone, so jazzy tech is not happy. So come on, Samsung, listen to your users out there, listen to your customers and get this right, because it's something that, you know what, you probably thinking there's a lot of people out there with wireless headphones, or you're looking at us purchasing, us as a consumer purchasing the headphones off you guys, the wireless. Not always people have got extra money for that budget, but then again, this handset is quite cheap now, so you might be able to invest in that extra money in a pair of wireless earphones or whatever. But you do get a set of earphones in the box, which are tuned by AKG. So that's it, YouTube. But you know, I do apologize, but this phone is absolutely phenomenal. So I would definitely go out there and look at this phone, look at the different colors, pick it up, go into your local store, whether it's your network provider, go into the store, pick it up, feel it, have a feel with it, little play with it. But you won't actually fall in love with it, or you won't actually get to know what it's like until you actually have it in your hands. So if you're with a network provider looking to upgrade and you've got a 14-day return policy, I highly recommend you go out there, order it, play with it, check it out, but obviously not abusing the handset, because if you have to return it, make sure you got all the packaging intact. But yep, that's it, YouTube. You know, I definitely recommend you to go out and look at this. If you like this video, hit the like. If you enjoyed the video, hit the subs. And you know what, watch out for the next video, which is the unboxing on the OnePlus 7 Pro. Yes, YouTube, the OnePlus 7 Pro. I know it's late and it's been out quite some time, but you know what, I just gotta apologize about for this late video and not having the S10e in front of me anymore. So I do apologize. Yep, so YouTube, just definitely go and check out this video. Keep tuned, stay tuned for the next video and any upcoming videos. I will be starting to give some giveaways. I am gonna get it back in gear and get focused and try to look after my devices more, so you guys out there who are watching my videos don't need to miss out on looking at the actual device. This is Jazz on Jazzy the Tech Freak TV signing out. Bye for now. See you soon.